Hello everybody, Alex here for Snake on Exotics. So we've got some jobs to do today. We've got I found some stuff so we can do on the marine tank. So we're doing some stuff on the display marine tank. We're going to be doing some stuff on mine, so we'll do some feeding and some stuff on mine. So yeah, we should have a really good day. Please like, subscribe, comment and share for me, and I shall see you in a bit. I have finally found something we can use for the flow because I've been struggling to get a wave maker. So we've got a little tiny filter now. So we're going to put that in there. Since I've moved the flow, it is doing a lot better. And I'll go answer the phone. The anemone has moved again. So he's gone right up high, he has. So we'll have a look at him. We'll have a look at all our other corals because our little zoas have opened up as well. And then I'll show you, I've got another little filter. So this is going to be what we're going to use. We was thinking about maybe putting it in upside down because what we want it to do is, I showed you that little bit of film we get on top of the water. The filter would then suck that in and catch it in the filter, or we have it the other way around and it would just disperse it and then get sucked into the filter systems. So it's not really going to be a filter, it's just going to be a blower to blow the water around. That's why it's only a little tiny one. So we're going to have a look at the corals, then we're going to chuck this in, then we're going to see how we get on. So there we go, there's our little zoas. Come on camera, focus for me, there we go. So that's where the anemone started. It then moved over here, went in that crack, and then moved over next to the pulsing zinnia, and then it went, no, I don't want to live there no more, I want to go up here. So that's where he's living at the moment. Little bubble tipped anemone. So the plan is now to add our little filter and then we can alter the flow, mess around with it and see if we can get it to work right. Managed to fit him in the tank. So what we had to do, we had to take it apart, put the wire down the little section at the back. We had to come down here to where I've got our wires, put it in the plug, and then that's how I've mounted it at the moment. I haven't got enough slack to do it upside down. So I think that's going to be best case scenario. It can suck in some of the muck from the top and it's going to disperse it as well. Two birds, one stone, I thought. So we're going to have a proper look at it now and then we'll get Mego to turn it on while we're having a look. Come on then, Mego. Turn us on the pump. Let's see if she's going to work. Way, she's pumping like the clappers. So that's what we like. So we want some nice bit of extra flow because we want to lose this little film that's on the top. So I think we're doing really well now. The anemone has actually gone even higher up. So he's doing really well. He's got a proper little jiggle going. That's what we like, proper little jiggle. And then we've got a little jiggle going on over here. Yes, little jiggle. So yeah, I'm really happy with everybody. Everyone's doing really well. So I'm over the moon at the moment. And I'm glad we finally got some extra flow. You can see it's already starting to move it around and disperse it and clean it all up, so I'm happy with that. Look at it, it's got a nice bit of flow. Oh, we're going to be happy now. So that's what we've got going on with the old marine tank, so I'm really happy with it. Apparently, we've got another anemone coming. So a nice green one, so that'd be perfect. So I'm really happy with that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to jump on, and Meg has spotted that the rainbow boa has had a bad shed, so she's got stuck shed in places. So we're going to have a little go at trying to clean some off for her, but we may just have to give her a bath and stuff. We're going to see if there's anything that's just going to come straight off, and then if it's proper stuck, we're going to give her a bath and stuff, but we're going to see if there's anything we can get off first. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get her out. She had a load of extra sprays and stuff just to try and help loosen the skin up. I've got a little area set up for me so we can have a little table and that while we're trying to get it off. So now we've got to try and find the snake. She's usually at this back corner.
I think she's under the log.
I'm assuming she's going to be pretty wound up because she's got loads of stuck shed.
There she is.
There she is, having a little soak. Hello, my darling. Do you want to come eat? There we go. Yes, we've got stuck shed, haven't we? Oh, yes, we have. It's quite a lot of stuck shed, actually. I didn't think that. I thought it was only stuck on her face. There is quite a bit. So what we're going to do, I've got my little area set up here. So we can just put her down. I've noticed there is a loose bit by my finger here. The belly.
One bit.
We've got a bit here as well. So a lot of the time I just roll my fingers the opposite way to the scales. So we just roll it back nice and gentle, and then we can start to get an edge. See that edge starting to come on the skin? That's what we want, a nice little even edge coming all the way along. And then that's the bit where we'd start. We've got a nice bit there we can start with. Come on darling, calm down for me. We've got to get some of it off for you, and then we can give you a bath, and then we can get the rest off. So I want to try and get that bit there, but she's going too quick. Stay still, darling. Okay, so what we need to do is the skin wants to go from the head down. So if you're peeling it up towards the head, you're just going to keep breaking it. And that's what you don't want to do. You don't want to keep breaking it. She's going to strike at me, I think. So what we want to do is you want to go from the head, and if it starts at the head, and go down the body with it. Always pull downwards. Never go up because you're going against the scales. So there is a little piece right here at the back of the head. But this piece I'm going to have to go up because we're going to try and do the head. The head is the only bit you will go up with. You can see it's slowly breaking as I go because it just doesn't want to go that way. You okay, darling? So we've got quite a bit to lift then. Let me see if I can grab it a little bit closer to the head. So where's it gone now? There it is. So you've got that nice big bit to lift off. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera, it's
okay.
Trying to get the right angles and stuff to get it done is kind of awkward. So I've got a nice bit up there that I want to leave for when we're doing the rest of her head, because that's a perfect start point for going the rest of the way. So I want to try and leave that bit and pick the rest up. Come on darling, we've got a good piece. There we go. And a lot of the time we let her pull it off herself. You don't want to be pulling on it just in case it's not ready. So I'm literally just holding it, and then her pulling against it is starting to get it to go. So we'd slowly work more and more at this, and what I tend to do sometimes is if I lose the edge, I just rub my thumb against it. See how I've made all that edge there lift up, so I can start grabbing it with the tweezers again. But we roll it all the way down, see if we can get an edge a bit further down. All I'm doing is rolling my finger over. No pressure. You can see I've pulled all those edges up. And all I'm doing is rubbing my thumb from one side to the other, nice and gentle. Just trying to get some little bits to start. You can see it's almost lifting in the middle in places as well. So that's all we're going to keep doing, is just roll it back and forth. See, we're starting to get nice big slices there now. Nice big edges that we can get quite a bit of skin off with. So I've just got that bit now, and I'll just hold on to it. And a lot of times they'll slither out of it themselves. Come on darling, you okay?
Oh, look at her poor face.
I know, you're covered in shed, aren't you darling? You can't escape, we haven't finished. And sometimes you do have to have breaks. You can't just keep going, because eventually the snake is going to get stressed out and it's going to get bitey and stuff like that, and that's what we don't want to happen. So you can see I'm just literally slowly rubbing it back and forth, getting it to come off. Oh, got a nice big bit to come off there. Oh, come on darling, you're okay. So we'll do a little bit more and then we'll leave it to chill because she's starting to get wound up. So we've got some good areas of it starting. So if I try and do the opposite side of it. I'm okay, darling. I'm okay.
With it started a little bit as well, she might be able to get it off herself in the tank as well.
There is more chance of that as well, yeah. Blooming ripped in the middle, which is annoying. So with the small scales it's harder because there's not much holding them together and their skin is very, very thin.
I love her little black nose. She's so beautiful.
So you can see it's really coming off nice now. Okay, that bit is now completely clear of skin, that middle bit. But again, it doesn't like going against the skin. It wants to go from the head down. So trying to pull up that way is really hard to do. A lot of times, once you get an edge going, you can just hold the edge, let her pull forward, and she'll slither out of the skin herself. But the skin's got to be really, really loose on them to do that. But again, it's working. We're coming along. We're slowly lifting it all off. Any of the really stuck bits, again, we'll have to bath her. But if there's anything, we can just stroke her like this, nice, and get it off. So we've got little patches where we've got no skin, but there is quite a bit here still where she's got a lot of her belly has all been cleared. It's just this bit sat on the top. I can see she's starting to stress out now a bit, but she's not in the S position, she's not striky, she's not doing anything really nasty. So we'll try and get as much done as we can, just so we've got a bit of a head start. Don't you bite me. Then we'd have to give her a whole once over just to make sure there's no little bits that are stuck. So that's a good way of getting it started, of any little bits and stuff that you're getting stuck with. Bathing is usually the answer for anything that's really stuck. There's a lot of this now is getting to the point now where it actually still needs to be soaked a little bit more and get the rest of the shed off. So, but she's been really chilled out, but we'd have to do another little bath now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some lukewarm water. We're going to get a couple of rocks, and then we're only going to put in a very small amount, just so she's completely covered with water. And the rocks and all that stuff we're going to put in there for her to rest her head on so she can nicely breathe. There we go, that's a nice big bit, darling. So we'll get the bath ready now, and then we'll let her have a bath, and then we won't play with her again tonight. We'll let her have a bath today, see how much she gets off, and then tomorrow is the day we will have another go at doing this. We don't want to do it 2 goes in a row, I just don't want to stress her out too much. But it's kind of a messy job because you get bits everywhere. But she'll be lovely in a minute. We've got to make sure we get the eye caps off. That's going to be a very important area. So when they shed, the eye layer comes off as well. So we've got to make sure that stays, that comes off as well. So we're going to put her back in now. Oh, the door's already open. So there she goes, back in. So what I might do as well, we're going to put a bigger water bowl in there. Just so if she wants to have a bath, she can. So we're going to scrape all this up, put it in the bin, get the tub ready, and give her a little bath. You've already come to see me, ain't you, mate? How's it going? You had a good day? What are we looking for? You looking for my bugs? I think Meg's got it for you, look.
Yeah.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, he loves it. Look what we got. We got a Pinky. That was for being a good boy yesterday. Yesterday, day before. You gonna let me touch you? Look at your lovely toes. And you got weird toes.
Tootsies.
Weird tootsies. He's got a lovely tail as well. Oh, he didn't like me touching his tail. Didn't like me touching his tail. It's okay. It's okay. We're being nice. Being friends. That's what we are. We're friends now. No need to be scared. We're friends. You jumped on me yesterday. You see, he's looking at a little ridge on his tail coming. Ah, he bit the camera. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so close. Your bum is fine. Your tail looks lovely. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to look at it. So we're going to chuck him in some locusts.
Oh.
Oh, Meg's releasing them all in the shop. He's got one little one down there. You don't want to go too mad because he's had quite a bit of food lately. Ain't you, mate? And these pinkies are like 10 locusts, so. What's that, mate? Oh, is you gonna have it? He's his own little man, he is. He don't do nothing for nobody. He's like, well, I'll think about it. If I fancies it, I will. But if not, I ain't going nowhere near it. But yeah, look at the sail fin. His sail fin's coming. He's got his little ridge on the back coming as well. Oh, I can't wait till he's big. So can't wait till he's big. So let's find ourselves a rainbow boa. There we go. We got one. We found a rainbow boa. And now we need to find a bathtub. What? Look at that. We got a bathtub.
Here's one I made earlier.
So literally it is barely even warm. So it's not cold, but it's nice and lukewarm, so she can have a nice soak. And what you want to do, the way you should tell is you should just about get condensation on the box. So if we put the lid on, Mego, after a little while we should start seeing the condensation on the box. It shouldn't be full condensation because that shows you're too warm. You should have little patches of condensation in places. There you go, look, starting to come little areas of condensation. We don't want it fully condensation because that's too warm then. What we want to do, we just want to have her nice and chilled out, having a little swim round. You have her soak, darling. Even just the humidity would help her soak as well. So we're going to let her go around, let her have a soak, let her have some more humidity. We'll be keeping an eye on her as well. So Meg's going to be on snake duty, so she'll sit here now, watch the snake, make sure nothing bad happens. And then that's why we've got the rock in there, so if she does get tired and wants to lie down, she can rest her head on the rock, and then she's absolutely fine. Then we don't have any mishaps, because that's the last thing we want to have. She's a very aquatic snake, so they love the water, so she shouldn't be stressed out or annoyed that she's in the water, because they really do like the water. So fingers crossed she's going to have herself a nice little soak, and then we can get her out in a bit and see if she's got any more shed coming off. But the main thing is we then give her another soak tomorrow, because we have messed with her already today for about, I'd say about 10 minutes. So we really don't want to stress her out loads. So we let her soak today, give her another soak tomorrow, and then we'll try and get the rest off tomorrow when she has a little break. We had a little piece lift up, so she's not stressed or anything, but I just managed to grab it. I'm just holding it, and she's pulling it off herself. So it's a bit different what we was doing earlier, because I was proper messing with her earlier, but this is a bit different. This is how she would normally shed. She'd get the edge of the shed stuck on something, and then she would slowly start pulling it out herself. So that's all I'm going to do now. I'm just going to hold on and let her, because I've got quite a good bit there. So I'll just hold on, let her come out of it herself, but we still got the head to do tomorrow. That's the thing that's going to stress her out, is doing the head. This is just standard normal shedding, so this isn't bothering her. Oh, it's coming off, look, she's doing a little bit more. Slowly coming off, look at that. Fantastic. But yeah, the head and that we'll have to do tomorrow. So we're still going. Still going. The other bit's over here. So we're on the next little bit now. We're just holding it and letting her come out of it herself. Nice and steady. Whoop.
Satisfying.
Nice, slowly getting it off. Look at that. There's all the skin we managed to get off. So there's quite a bit there. So we've got a tiny bit left on the tail, and we've got some left on the head. That's all we got to do tomorrow. So she had a good soak now, and you've got to watch it as well, because you've got a time limit. You haven't got too long till the water's going to get cold, and that's what we don't want. So there you go, my lovely. You have an explore. So literally we've got about 1 inch on her head, and I'd say about 1 inch on her tail that we need to get off as well. But I think we did really well there for a nice stressless little spaff. Got to feed the marine tank, and the anemone's moved again. So I thought I'd show you that. So we give it a feed, see how they get on, see if the anemone grabs anything. But the anemone has moved again. He was in the middle of there. He's gone over there now. Well, he actually was up here. So I think because I've changed the flow, he's moved to the position he's most happiest in. So we've got our little bottle with the food in. There we go. Everyone gets a little munch. Looks a bit more than it actually is. It's only a little tiny amount. But then we've got our little anemone. So all these the tentacles are sticky. So any little bit of brine shrimp or mysis or krill goes anywhere near it, it's going to grab onto it, hold onto it, and then take it down into the mouth. So the mouth is actually that little bit right in the centre there. There is a tentacle that's gone down like right next to it. It's funny as well, because when they go to the toilet, they open up their mouth, put their stomach out, regurgitate their stomach, wash their stomach in the water, then bring their stomach back in. That's how they go to the toilet. Really weird to watch. But you can see he's grabbing onto some things. They're starting to shrink up because they've grabbed stuff. Our little clownfish are getting nice and fat. Shrimpy's out having a munch. Well happy with everybody, well happy. So all the corals will also eat some of the food as well. If it lands on it, we'll grab it. And our little zoas are doing really well as well. Woo! Okay then everybody, so that's all we've got time for today. We've got all our little jobs done. We did amazing with the snake. Still got a tiny bit of shed to get off her head. But apart from that, I think we did really, really well. Marine tank's coming along leaps and bounds. We've got new stuff coming hopefully. And we've had a new wave maker / filter. So I'm really happy with it, it's doing really well. So we'll please like, subscribe, comment and share for me, because you know you want to do that for me. And if you want to watch another video, there should be a box there. If you want to watch a playlist, that lives up there. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, she's up there. So I'll see you in the future. Bye.